Morning, everybody. Welcome to the Going On Daily Live show. I'm your host, Becky, here with the ever pleasant Kyle.
Oh, I'm pleasant. Yes. I mean, I try to be pleasant. Yeah. Good
You're
morning.
very pleasant. Yes, good morning. So we're coming live to everybody from Mountain Time today, which
Ooh,
is, unheard of that we just have the same time zone.
that's
So it is
exciting.
8 a.m. our time, bright and early. But for,
Hmm.
I would imagine most people listening, you're on Eastern time, 10
Hmm.
a.m. Of course, we have some new hosts that are in Central time. We've got two new hosts that are in Central
Hmm.
time. So it is 9 a.m. your time if you are following along from any of those locations. So we've got a really good show today with a pop in top 5 list here. So I'm excited about that. I don't know if on any of the shows you and I've done together, I've done a this day in history with a calendar
I think
that
you
tells.
have. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
It
I'm
seems
gonna
like,
read it from way up
yeah.
there. On this day in history in 2012, you know what? I'm just gonna grab it. Hold on, everyone gets to see everything today. All right. On this day, 2012, at the London Olympics, Michael Phelps breaks the record for most Olympic medals won with 19. Can you imagine?
I can't imagine one. I mean,
Literally, the pride
that's,
you would
yeah.
have from one, and then he
Yeah.
gets 19
You're
in
like,
one.
where did I leave the other one? Oh man.
Yes. So, fun fact about the 2012 London Olympics. So, it was my daughter's birthday yesterday,
Oh.
2012. Her name is London.
Oh.
And we had
Awesome.
friends go to London during that time. Obviously, it was a pretty big time. They brought her some shirts back because everything said London at that time.
Mhm.
And yeah, I just remember laying in bed with a newborn watching Olympics, and it was just so peaceful and fun.
Hmm. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, granted, I had a toddler at the time, so not as peaceful as I would have wanted it to be, but still nice. So, um, yeah, so that was my fun little fact from 2012.
Super awesome.
Seems like only yesterday. I'm feeling all
Yeah.
nostalgic. I now have a 13-year-old and my other one turns 15 tomorrow. So it's
Yeah,
yeah.
this year I went to my 25-year class reunion for high school, and I was like, "Oh, man."
Yeah, right. It sure makes you feel like an old person.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Oh
fine.
well. Oh
I don't really
well.
feel old, you know? I mean, I still feel like I'm 12, but,
Totally. Well, you look like you're 12, so that's all that matters.
thank you.
It's all fresh faced. Now, did you have to travel anywhere for your reunion or is it local?
No, it's local, yeah.
Okay,
Yep,
so you didn't
so
have to fly anywhere.
yeah, I don't know if I would have, and especially after going to it, that
You would have wasted money on a
I
flight.
don't yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's some people that I would have liked to have seen, and a lot of them were like, "Nah, I don't know that I'm gonna go to
Right.
that." I don't
No,
wanna see all those other people, and no offense to them, they're just not my people.
yeah, not your people. That's fine. I
Yeah.
was thinking if you had to get on a plane to go there, you may have got this pilot in today's first story, which
Oh,
you don't want. You
mm.
definitely don't want. I always feel like you're kind of taking a risk getting on a plane anyway, you know,
Well, and
because
it's funny because
there's a
yeah, I
possibility.
mean, yeah, we talk about that, and yet then we go get in our cars every day, and
That's fair. That is definitely fair, and I feel like
yeah.
at least the pilots are paying attention and there's not 8,000, texting and drivers all over the
Well,
place, so
and that's another thing, because we talk about that, except, I mean, how many of us we were flipping through all of our CDs
Oh,
while we're
yeah.
driving with our knee, and or if you still use the jewel cases, and so we're,
Jewel
flipping
case.
through the jewel cases and getting a new CD out and popping the other one, and we're like, texting and driving, oh my gosh, it's so dangerous. I mean, I don't know. We were switching out CDs with a big old folder on our lap,
Oh, yeah,
you know?
totally.
So I just I don't know. And no, we should not be distracted while driving,
That's right,
but yeah. Anyway,
and nor
yeah.
should you be a drunk driver, and nor should you be a drunk pilot.
Yeah, that
Okay.
seems mm.
I know, right? So, an intoxicated female, now every article I
Oh,
read made sure they led off with that. And an
oh, of
intoxicated
course.
female pilot,
Mhm, mhm,
she was from Delta, arrested last week after failing a random breath test as she
mm.
prepared to take off. I actually didn't know that they had random breath tests. It makes sense. It should actually be a mandatory breath test for all
Yeah,
pilots. I would
yeah.
say not random.
Yeah,
But you
yeah,
know,
I mean, that's a weird and, like, as a because I drove truck for, forever,
mhm,
and with a CDL, you cannot refuse. I mean, they'll take you to jail, but you can't refuse, breathalyzer or sobriety test.
right.
Um,
And nor should
as
you be allowed
part of
when you're
Yeah,
driving a massive vehicle
yeah,
with
absolutely.
people's lives at stake. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Now, this female pilot, let's just keep making mention of that,
Mhm,
is actually US based. So she's an
mm,
American, and she
mhm.
was taken into custody at the airport in Stockholm, Sweden, where she was about to take off.
Oh,
She was about to fly transatlantic nonstop flight to JFK in New York. So that's
mm.
a pretty good flight. I would say probably 8 hours,
Maybe
I would
planning on the
imagine.
flight to, like, let's lock in the autopilot and I'm gonna sleep some of this off.
Oh my gosh, that's insane. Local police said she was hauled off the plane and arrested on suspicion of drunkenness around
Mm,
9:15 a.m. local time last Tuesday. She was okay, 9 hours it says. So yeah, it was pretty close there. Due to
mhm,
land around 1 p.m. Eastern time.
mm,
However, Delta Airlines flight 205 was scrapped, obviously, because of the incident. The company
mm.
now, oh, this is crazy. It might have to fork over $705 in cash compensation. You might have to listen if your plane gets canceled because your pilot is drunk, you better pay me back for my flight. You better put me in a hotel. You better give me a credit to Delta. I don't just want to be reimbursed, maybe.
That
Is that
I
crazy?
mean, the I wish that I could say that I felt that was crazy. I don't think it's that crazy, which goes along with probably the view that we have of all of the airlines,
Fair.
and flying. I mean, so
Yes.
which yeah, so I don't know what to say other than I'm like, "Oh, well, not really that surprised that, that these type of corporations would do that type of thing."
Yeah. So
It's
it
just
says
kinda
that there's
sad.
98 seats on that flight. So just some quick math, that's $69,000. But like,
Mhm.
I don't think that's enough. I really don't.
It's
That's a big flight. You're preparing, it's a 9-hour flight. So it's not like you can just whip on another flight over
Yeah,
to, I don't know, from New York to like Buffalo,
yeah,
like a 20-minute
yeah,
flight, right? Like
yeah.
this is
Oh,
across
I'll
the
just rent a
world.
car. I'll just rent a
Yeah,
car
I'll just rent
instead.
a car, no big deal. You have places to be. What if you had a wedding to go to? What if you had a funeral to go to? What if you had a business meeting to go to?
Mhm. Yeah,
And it was completely their fault. So
yep.
that's wild. So in total, the failure to launch will cost Delta around $140,000 for whatever reason, all the other bills. If convicted, she faces losing her flying license. Yes, 100%. And then under Swedish law, because she was there, she could also face up to 2 years in prison. Okay, Sweden doesn't mess around.
Ooh,
America, I guess,
yeah.
messes around. Canada certainly messes around. Sweden doesn't
Mhm.
mess around.
Yeah.
Now, depending on what her blood alcohol level was at the time. So
Mm,
they said it wasn't significantly high. She might have blown over just a little bit, waiting for
mm.
her next flight. She probably, I don't know, had a couple at
I I wouldn't
the
be at
pilot's
all
lounge. Is
surprised.
that a thing?
It was probably, the night before, gotta have a night off before you go do a however long flight, I'm sure.
Right.
And
That's
we're
true.
out yeah, we're all out, as
Mhm.
we do as pilots. We all go out to the bar and or the lounge or whatever and go have drinks.
Fair.
And then
Yeah, wait.
there should not be a
Fair.
pilot's lounge.
That fair. 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 So it was saying that the Federal Aviation Administration's legal limit for pilots is 0.04 blood alcohol content.
Hmm.
I think here in Alberta, where I live, it's 0.05 for driving. So, which is nothing. That's like 1.5 drinks, maybe 2 drinks in a short span, which is
Hmm.
very easily done.
Hmm.
Um,
Yep.
which is half the legal limit, I guess. Point 0.4 is half of what American drivers are. So you guys are 0.08, I guess.
Mm.
We used to be 0.08. We dropped it to 0.05, probably because I'm in Alberta. We got a lot of drunk drivers. So now the Federal Aviation Administration recommends 12 to 24 hours between a pilot's last drink and the flight and mandates a bottle to throttle rule that they must wait at least
Mhm.
8 hours between consuming alcohol and operating an aircraft. Yeah, that makes sense.
Wow. 8
That's fair.
hours?
Obviously, she did not listen to that.
That's well, and
Yeah,
so
although
that's
they recommend 12 to 24.
yeah, because that's wild because I wanna say as a truck driver, and I can't remember for sure, but I wanna say it's 10 hours. I think it's 10 hours that we
Oh, okay.
have to have, between our
Mhm.
last drink and when we're yeah, I wanna say that's I don't know. I could be off on that, but anyway,
Right.
yeah, 8
But
hours.
now this isn't even saying like, this is between your last drink and now, but what if your last drink was the last, like, 20
Yeah,
drinks? 8 hours is not
yeah.
enough time.
Well, and
I like that 12 to 24-hour rule,
And
but
depending, I mean, because if she I mean, not to reference again that she was a woman, but if she was
she was a
if she
female
yeah,
drunk
if she
driver.
was small and had a few drinks, like,
Yeah,
that's
literally.
some of us guys are a little bigger and we can absorb a lot more of that, and not have as high a blood alcohol, so,
For
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, she could have been
It's
tiny.
4 hours?
Kyle, it's 4 hours. For truck drivers?
That
That
doesn't
can't be
seem
right.
right,
That's not nearly enough
but
time when you have a multiple 1,000-pound
yeah,
vehicle behind
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Crazy. Sharon says you might be over the limit for sniffing a bottle cap. I don't know if that's like a cocaine reference or like or is that
Oh,
just like because
with
it's a
the
small pilot?
with a woman, perhaps. If you're a little
See, like,
if you're a little female, then
that
yeah,
makes sense.
yeah, yeah.
I can drink a lot. Like, I have a high
Mhm,
tolerance. So, 0.05 probably or 0.04, I mean, it'd probably still be a couple
mm,
drinks. I wouldn't be drunk by any
mhm.
means off
Yeah,
of it. But again, the rules are
yep,
the rules. They're there for a
yep.
reason,
Doesn't
right?
matter how drunk you feel, it matters what the level it is that you blow. Mm.
Exactly. So now in a statement,
No white
Sharon says not
power.
cocaine. Okay, my bad. My bad. In the statement, the airline said it will fully cooperate with the authorities as nothing is more important than the safety and the security of our customers and people,
Mm,
just not the reimbursement is all.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
just
you're
added that
you're
part.
just out of your money.
We apologize to the
Yeah,
customers.
we're gonna
Yeah, right.
cooperate
Like,
so that
sorry.
yeah, we will stay in business. We will
We'll take your flight costs that we're not reimbursing and we're gonna put her through rehab.
yeah, well, and more
Rehab's
importantly, we're
expensive.
gonna pay for our lawyers so that we make sure that we don't actually have anything happen. Now, if she goes to jail,
Exactly.
I mean, that's
Yeah, that's wild to
yeah,
me. They say we apologize to our customers for the disruption in their travel. Our teams are working to get them to their destinations as soon as possible. Yeah. I don't know. Put me up in a nice hotel, friend. Give me
yeah,
dinner. Get me a credit because your
yeah,
plane was drunk. Because here's the other thing. Like, yeah, it's actually doing them a favor by
mhm,
canceling because you got a drunk
yeah,
pilot. So, like, the chances of I mean, I'm sure she would have been fine. Like, let's put it this way, she probably would have
mhm,
been fine. However, there's a chance that she wouldn't have
yeah,
been fine, and something could have
yeah,
happened. And so, I don't know, I think they're entitled to a heck of a lot more compensation.
yeah. I mean, at least covering, yeah, hotel and meals and yeah,
At
all of
least.
all of
At
that.
least full
And then
compensation, yes.
would you get somebody in here to fly us out here, like, n now?
Yeah, literally. Someone
Yeah,
sober, thank you.
somebody
A
yeah,
man.
somebody man.
Somebody male, please. Um, I've seen American television. I've got American
Mhm.
channels. I know that there are lawyers
Oh,
waiting. They say you could be entitled to
mhm.
compensation. I know that there's
Oh,
lawyers
yeah,
waiting. So,
yeah. They're like, "Ooh, that smells like money."
Exactly.
Yeah,
Ambulance chasers in this case, drunk airplane
yeah,
chasers. So, anyways, just know if you have to fly anytime soon,
yeah.
your pilot could be drunk.
Oh,
So that's the
man.
happy story of the morning, everyone.
And on that note,
And on that note, let me tell everybody where they can find us on all of our socials. Hey, if you want to hear more happy, bright stories for your
yeah.
morning, watch us live. First of all, you can go to Twitch right there under Kyle. You can see RI underscore broadcasting. You can support the show over there with bits. Bits only cost a penny.
Mm,
Get rid of your pennies before your government gets rid of them. Canada doesn't have pennies anymore, but we can wire transfer pennies.
oh,
So get on Twitch, support the show.
mm.
You can also watch us live on these three under me: Kick, YouTube, and Rumble. And soon to come, you can go watch us live on Facebook again at Going
Ooh,
On Daily Morning Show. Just as soon as we get 100 followers over there, and we've been around for 2 months. That is the minimum, that is the rule. Now, remember, Facebook used to have 10,000 followers for Going On Daily or for the Rhode
mhm,
Island Broadcasting Show.
mhm.
It got scrubbed. It sucks. We're having to pull up from the beginning. It sucks, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
So go ahead and follow us over there at the Going On Daily Morning Show. You can also head over to our website at rhodeislandbroadcasting.net. Now, I've heard Ron talk about this. That show can take donations of up to $10 million.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Why stop there, Ron? Why not 11?
yeah. Yeah, or
Either
50.
way,
I mean,
literally, sky's the
yeah,
limit. The drunken sky is
yeah.
the limit
We
here.
and we
Uh,
we need a jet. We need a jet for our yeah.
Listen, I'm in Canada, you're in Idaho, Ron's in Rhode
Yeah,
Island, Lena's here, she's in Rhode Island, Sharon's here, she's in Winnipeg. How are we gonna get around to see
yeah,
each other? We got someone in San Antonio, got someone in New York, someone in Connecticut. We need a
yeah,
private jet, everybody. So just go
yeah,
ahead to rhodeislandbroadcasting.net, donate 50 million.
yeah,
We'll show you
yeah.
when
We can at least
I show.
charter one for that. I mean, yeah,
At
yeah.
least. At least, of course. Now, if you want to watch our show after the fact or just listen to our show, head over to Spotify, Red Circle, TuneIn, or iHeartRadio at RI Broadcasting. Finally, we got a ton of social medias that you can go follow here. U42, I've never been on that one. I should
I
check
haven't
that one
either.
out. Odyssey, it's that little guy right under me. It looks like he's out in space. Parlor, Space Hey, Gab, MeWe, TikTok, LinkedIn, Blue Sky, and of course, Patreon at
Mm.
RI Broadcasting, where you can absolutely support the show, get some merch from our show. And then finally, under Kyle, X/Twitter at Broadcasting RI. So there's like a million opportunities for you to follow our show, subscribe, like, share, whatever it is that you do on any of these, because I'm sure they're all a little bit different, but follow along. We would love to have you here. Of course, we've got shows here under us now. Mine is changing. Mine right now says Two Girls with Cancer. Um, it is changing. It is going to be one girl,
Ooh,
not two girls.
it's exciting.
I always think in my head, this is gross. Two girls, one cup. That's what I always hear when
Oh,
I see my own name here. It's not
no,
that.
it's
Okay. I
not.
know I had to
No.
go there. Uh, the show is changing. It is going to be called Abounding and Alive. Kyle's actually going to be a guest on my
Uh,
show very
yes.
soon. So that's very
Yeah, I'm
exciting
excited
here.
too.
But contact info to change soon. Also, KyleMillerCoaching.com. You can go check out Kyle. He is a amazing like listen to this guy talk on the show. Okay. You don't like you want to deal with this person for some issues. All right. He's kind. He's gentle. Go to KyleMillerCoaching.com.
Thank you. Yeah. Love to talk to you guys.
Okay, that was yes, you should. Tony Lynch is here.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Hey,
Good
Tony.
morning.
Tony is awesome.
Hello. I don't it says paired. I don't know what paired is, but I like it.
Oh, so
Ron's saying he's got tons of problems.
that's on my Facebook, which is streaming now live.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
because you're
Yeah,
broadcasting live right now
on my Facebook
also.
and my
Amazing.
YouTube. So, yeah.
Oh, I don't know why I don't do that with mine.
Oh,
That's silly. Maybe because I don't want everyone knowing my
oh,
life,
yeah,
but
I just
maybe I
I'm like,
should.
"Whatever."
I will. I would
Yeah,
start doing that.
I'm super public with everything, so everybody knows. I mean, well,
Transparent,
anything that I share anyway. I don't share everything.
right. Well, no, that's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
I like that. Okay, well, speaking of you,
Mhm.
Kyle, why don't we dive right into your topic today? The avoidance success trap.
Yeah, yeah. This is so I'll just say right off the bat that this is total often speculation land here. So,
Yes.
but so if anybody's familiar with attachment styles, there's
Mhm.
a secure attachment. What
Avoidant.
what's that?
Oh, I'm insecure attachment.
Yeah, yeah. So there's secure attachment, which is wonderful. If I mean for any of those out there, secure attachment is wonderful. And then there's dismissive avoidant and fearful avoidant and then anxious preoccupied. And I'm not going to pretend I'm
Ooh.
an expert on this. I know quite a lot about it, but I don't. Yeah,
Mhm.
I don't know all the things. But what I have speculated. So the anxious, those people, basically they're stuck with all of their emotions. They don't get to really stuff or
Mm.
suppress any of them. They just feel all of them all the time. And yeah,
Oh,
yeah, and
that sounds terrible.
yeah, well, I mean, and so fearful avoidant, which I'm going to say that I'm probably a mostly earned secure fearful avoidant. Was my
Mhm.
attachment style, and they the fearful avoidant, they have both the anxious side and the avoidant side, and they can kind of
Oh my
flip
gosh.
flop. So we'll say, for instance, in a relationship with someone else, if that person is very anxious and needs to talk
Mhm.
to them, needs to be with them, needs to, be in contact all the time, then that can drive the fearful avoidant more towards their avoidance side. Because ooh,
Mm.
so they're pulling back as the other person is coming in more and more. I need to see you. I need to spend time with you. And but on the other side, if they are with somebody who is avoidant, at that point, because those people, they pull away, and
Mhm.
it's how a lot of them, mm, we'll say, cope with their emotions, and all of the emotions and thoughts and all of those things. So the avoidance, they pull away and they go hide somewhere in order to stuff all of their emotions down again, essentially. And
Mhm.
which in a as a healthy attached person, that person, they can either self-regulate, which is be with themselves and work through all of their emotions, or they can co-regulate healthily with another person. And
Mm.
so anyway, the background, I guess, a little bit on that. But what I look at, and I've thought about this a lot with people who are hard charging, driving, successful business people, professionals, have gone through a lot of school, or built businesses, all of those things. It's very hard if you're not secure. If you're not secure, it is very hard to have all of the emotional things that you've gone through in your whole life if you haven't processed through all of them. Um, and
Mhm.
and so my speculation is that the people that are really successful in whatever area, if they're business or professional, that there is a high majority of them that are probably avoidant, because they have an ability to just stuff all of their emotions in some box somewhere and not deal with them for extended, you know, long periods of time. And that would make sense,
I could see that.
because
Mhm. It probably is what makes them driven in their jobs because, a good way of
oh yeah,
avoiding how you feel is to just work
yep,
through it.
yep, they're like, just
Just be a workaholic, not deal with what's going on at
yeah,
home.
yeah, yeah. And I have a great yes.
Ron
Yes.
Ron, you need to, go to kylemillercoaching.com, book yourself a session.
But it so any either way, I've thought about this so much, and it just because and you see a lot of these people too that they've gotten super successful. They've done all the things. They've built the business or profession, whatever, and then all of a sudden they have time and they have money and so it's like, oh, now I get
Mhm.
to live my life. Except now they're not super busy necessarily, and you see their life kinda
Mhm.
go sideways, because now, what am I gonna do now to avoid all of I have all of the success
Mhm.
now, I have people that I can hire to do all the tasks and whatever else, and I don't have to work as much in my business now, and so all of the emotions start coming back up. And, um, and so it's
It's probably where self-medicating comes into
oh,
play,
oh,
I
so
would
much.
imagine.
Yeah.
That's where the cocaine comes in, Sharon.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Uh, yeah, but anyway, it's just been an interesting thought that I've had a lot. And because there are temporary periods of time that I could stuff away my emotions, but it's not that long.
Mhm.
And then
Mhm.
they all come back up. And so that I think the advice, somebody gets divorced or goes through something in their life, and people say, "Oh, just stay busy," And I'm like, that's an avoidant person that is
Totally.
saying,
Well, I feel like people our
Mhm,
age, and correct me if I'm wrong, you and I are very similar
mhm.
in age, uh, we were sort of taught, like, if you're doing anything but busy work, then you're lazy,
Yeah.
right? Like, if you wanna lay on the couch and have a mental health day, that's
Mhm,
laziness. There's work to be done,
mhm.
go do it. Whereas, like, I would hope that younger generations know that it's like mental health is super important. Obviously, like
Yeah.
for corporate jobs, mental health days are actually included
Mhm,
in some plans and stuff now. So, keeping busy, I think, was just a way for all of us to avoid. And I think that has millennials are kind of an interesting generation because we've seen both
mhm,
sides, and we're the ones kind of stuck in the middle
mhm,
of like, "Hey, we should avoid everything. Let's not
mhm,
talk about it. Emotions are gay." Remember that?
mhm.
You couldn't
Yeah,
talk 'cause you're gay.
yeah,
Or, like, work smarter, not harder
mhm,
kind of thing. So we're kinda stuck in the middle of
yeah.
that, I find, as
Well,
millennials.
and
And,
it's super hard too because no one really, I mean, unless you've done this work or gone to somebody that can really
mhm,
teach you,
mhm,
we weren't taught how to deal with and work through our emotions. And so
mhm,
it's a very and all of the avoidance of so many of the generations, they have no idea. They're like, emotions? What are those? I don't have those. No, those are, I mean, there might be a crate somewhere,
mhm.
like Sharon said. But yeah, highly avoidant attachment style too. I deal with everything by staying busy, even when Yep,
Mhm.
yep, yeah,
Yes. So, as I can definitely speak from experience on this. I am the attachment style where I bury everything.
mm,
I don't want people to know that I have emotions, so I'm just gonna bury
mhm,
them. So, eventually my body was like, "Hey, guess what? You're taking a break." And I'm
mm,
like, "No, I'm not. I'm busy. I'm always busy. I always got stuff
mhm,
on the go." And my body was like, boom, cancer, you're taking a break." And so I did. And I thought, let's take this opportunity,
mhm,
these 2 years off to really try to get better. I was doing so much counseling, like,
mhm,
over last winter and into the spring of this year, man, I was seeing 2 different counselors plus a, sexual health therapist. It's all kind of
mm,
provided from the cancer center here. So I was doing a lot of counseling, a lot of
mhm,
work, and it was crazy to see these things come out that I didn't even know I had buried still, like stuff from my marriage. I got divorced 10 years
yeah,
ago. Like, just stuff that was hidden in there, and it was all coming out, and it was horrible. Like, there was no part of it that was fun, and I was like, "No wonder people
yeah,
avoid this because feeling sucks."
yeah,
Feeling sucks. But then, like, as quickly as it came on, it kind of got over the hump again, and I had kinda dealt with it. and it was good. And now, when I'm feeling things, of course, I'm married to a different person, but like as I'm feeling things, I'm trying to process them. I'm trying to talk about them.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
it's interesting how, normally I would just be like, no, I'm fine, pack it in, deal with it, stay busy. Now it's like something is bothering me and we need to discuss it. And I hate it. I feel like such a dummy doing it, but I know it's important.
Yeah. Well,
So,
and it's
yeah.
really life altering. I'm
Yes, it
I'll
is.
say that I'm fortunate kind of, sort of ish, because as a
Mhm.
former, fearful avoidant, I couldn't there were only periods of time that I could stuff it. And and
Mhm.
then it comes back up. It's like, "Oh, there it is." So in a way, I was forced, not through,
Yeah.
getting cancer or anything else. I just have been
Right.
forced to have more of that come up. So, which also probably makes me more open in a lot of ways, to talk about those things because I have to because it's there. And
You have otherwise you're gonna go
yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
Yeah, me, it comes out in like, oh, like resting bitch face or like
mhm,
major sarcasm or
mhm,
like I'm snappy for no
yeah,
reason. And my kids will call me out on it. And I guess that's part of, being a Gen Z is like, or Gen Alpha or whatever they
mhm,
are, um, where they're like very in tune with more
mhm,
emotional
yeah,
type things, emotionally intelligent, where I'll be like, and they'll be like, "Why are you acting like this? What did anybody do wrong? Are you dealing with
oh,
something?" And I'm like, "Ah, dang it, you're right." But
uh,
yeah, I don't know, it's just the way we were brought up. I'm seeing the comments here, Elena saying, I do deal with my emotions. I think they are a gauge. I just don't emote them at others. Okay, that's
mhm,
fair. Gen X elders beat that into us literally. Yeah. Yes, they
yeah,
did. Literally. And Sharon saying understanding your triggers is huge. Now, Ron is saying that he doesn't know how to take a break. Even watching
mhm,
TV, he's still working on a laptop. Yeah, it is tough. It's like what are you avoiding by
yeah,
doing this, Ron? Like what are you hiding? What are you trying not to deal with? Eventually something's gonna come out.
mhm,
It'll come out in one way or
yeah,
another.
yeah,
I feel like I'm a Ned Flanders. Did you ever watch
mhm,
Simpsons
oh, yeah,
growing up?
yeah.
I was like a major Ned Flanders where I just hold it in, I'm happy, everything's joyful,
Mm.
"Oakley dokley," until eventually I just, like, have a full snap, and then it's like burn the city down, lose
Yeah.
everything, break off all friendships. That's me, I can only take so much until I am a pressure cooker and I
Mm.
explode.
Yeah, I'm so because I've done so much work now and it's what I do.
Mhm,
It just it's life altering because nothing really bothers me anymore. I mean, it is
mhm, that's
just
amazing.
yeah, I mean, could have all kind and I have, over the past year, I've had all kinds of blow up and go sideways in my life, and it's
Yeah.
like, "Okay, well, I'll work through this and it's fine."
That's
Is
good. That's amazing. I mean, I think once you deal with your stuff, everything becomes a lot safer. Like, that uncharted territory is very unsafe, and this is why we
yeah.
avoid it. But once you go through it and over the hump, it's like, "Oh, I can handle
Well,
that."
and it's
Like, what el like, for
yeah,
go on.
the felt safety, which is and a lot of what I deal with
Mhm.
is people that even if they're physically safe, they don't feel safe.
Yeah.
And, um,
Right. I get
and
that.
that's yeah, it's something we can cultivate inside of ourselves. It's very hard in an unhealthy relationship to cultivate that, um but yeah,
Mhm.
outside of those toxic relationships, it's a lot easier to develop the felt safety in yourself, which allows,
Mhm.
to be able to, yeah, like emotional utopia. It's true. Yeah, it just everything feels different, and it just brings so much peace. It is wild the amount of
Mhm.
but I still work through levels because, new levels, new
Of
devils.
course.
Um, so so yeah.
Fair. There's a lot hiding in us.
Oh,
We
so much.
are taught from a very young age to deal with things. Like if you're crying about something, here, have this
Mm,
food.
yeah,
You wanna know why you go to food when you're emotional? Because you were literally given snacks as a
yeah,
baby so that you would
yep,
shut up, right? Like, we hide a lot of
mhm,
stuff in us. And if you don't work through it and you don't process it, it can literally take over your life.
Yep.
So I don't know, on this what day is it today? Thursday. On this Thursday morning, we're asking people to number one, not go on planes. Number two, dig deep, work through the stuff, release the baggage.
Mhm.
It will give you a heck of a lot more freedom than
Yeah.
you have
It's life altering,
now.
and it's worth it. And,
Love
what
it.
I will say too is
Yeah.
we have to deal with we don't have to deal with it, but we're going to deal with all of it anyway. I mean, whether or not you actually
At
work
some
through
point.
it or you stuff it away, you're going to deal with it either way. And so, which
Mhm.
one path leads to freedom and peace and joy and all of those things. And the other one leads
Mhm.
to every bad thing that you could imagine,
Yeah. And look at
including
it
all
this
of it.
way, you're gonna have to deal with it eventually. Either it can be your choice,
Mhm.
which is empowering, or it can be
Yeah.
forced upon you, which is not empowering.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Well, I
and
love it.
it's
This
a
is a
lot
great
of those.
topic. This got people talking.
Yeah, yeah, and all of the crises, that's what I see with so many people is they
Mhm.
have to go through some sort of, I mean, I did. That was,
Mhm.
I mean, I was
Mhm.
still doing work on myself, but I didn't really dig in until
Mhm.
after everything blew up in my life. And I think I see that with most people. They have to
Yeah,
have
most of us
something go
need that
sideways.
sort of rock bottom to be
Yeah.
like shake you up enough to do something. Because people who feel like their life is going really smooth and easy probably aren't seeking counseling or
Mhm.
coaching or
Yeah,
progress, right? They're already at progress. So it's like you
yeah.
sometimes need that like tragic event or altering event to,
Mhm.
really want to make some changes. So
Yeah. Yeah, and I see however many people that, they'll come do a few sessions or however many sessions, and then the pain of talking to me becomes more than the pain that they were dealing with, and they're like,
like,
I'm
I
gonna."
kept telling my counselors this, and I'm like,
Mhm,
Why am I here?" Like, I was living in a very, like, compacted down
mhm.
world where everything was just repressed and hidden. I didn't have to deal with it, and now,
Yeah,
like, you guys are asking me these questions where I have to deal with it, and it's coming out and it sucks.
yep,
Like, I hate it.
yep.
I'm insecure. I've never been an insecure person ever. The last, like,
Mm,
year, I've been like, like, so and I like, I hate it. It's all this, like, past trauma coming out. Like, "Why didn't my dad
yeah.
hug me as a kid?" Ugh, it's like I'm 38 years old. Why am I even thinking about that? But it's hidden. You ever read the book, Your Body Keeps Score?
Ooh, yeah,
Ooh, get
yeah,
yourself this book, people.
yeah,
Audible, Amazon, whatever. Yeah, it's teaching you how like grief and trauma and whatever likes to find a place in your body.
yep,
They say like anger lives in your liver,
mhm,
grief lives in your lungs. Like,
yeah,
so yeah.
yeah.
Anyways, we
Well,
could go real deep on
yeah,
this.
yeah, we could talk for days on this, for
We could
sure.
talk for days. I love it. Next time you and I have, well, you know what? You're coming on my show, so we're going to talk about it.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about
Um,
it.
I do have to transition here into another
Yes,
topic if we wanna make it
yeah,
through by 9 o'clock my time our time,
yeah,
shared time, mountain time. So here's, like, really sad news. This one gets me, and I saw this headline and I was like, "Oh, no." So Phil Collins is one of my favorites ever of all time.
mhm,
It's, like, so
mhm,
nostalgic for me. It brings me back to, like, a simple time as a child listening to it. I genuinely love his music. I loved Genesis, when he ran it, not when Peter Gabriel ran it.
yeah,
Um, so he's got some health issues. Now, I did know over the years he's had
mm,
health issues, some things where he, like, couldn't grip drumsticks anymore, or he was,
ooh,
like, falling, old guy stuff,
mhm.
right? Although he's not that old. Now, Phil Collins has issued a health update amid claims that he's in hospice care. So I read the word hospice and Phil Collins,
Oh,
and I was like, "Oh my god, what another one."
oh,
Like, it's been kind of a weird couple weeks of celebrities dying, and,
mhm,
not that I'm super into celebrities, but it's like, it's sad when it's someone that you like, but when I heard Phil
yeah,
Collins in hospice, I was like, "World, what are you doing to me?"
yeah,
So apparently, the rumor circulated last week that Phil, who's 74 years old, is really not that old,
wow,
um, that he was on his deathbed. But a representative from his group insists that that is not the case and that he is currently in the hospital just after undergoing knee surgery.
Mm.
Okay, so where it took a turn to hospice, I don't know. So he's faced significant health challenges over the years, including nerve damage from a spinal injury in 2007. So remember, I said he like couldn't grip a
Yeah.
drumstick. It's
Yeah.
because of a fall.
Mm.
Despite these difficulties, his spokesperson is emphasizing that he is not in end of life care. So we do not need to panic about this. These recent false claim reports cause concern among fans. Obviously, I was one of them, but appeared to
Yeah.
be fueled by his own past comments about his health struggles. It says in 2022, we had an interview with Mojo Magazine after Genesis' final concert in London's O2 Arena. Man, side note, Chuck said if you ever wanted to go back in time to something, maybe to that would have been cool. Only back a couple years,
Mhm.
2022, to Genesis' last concert. Phil Collins candidly spoke about his illness and his waning motivation to record new music. He said, I keep thinking I should go downstairs to the studio and see what happens, but I'm not hungry for it anymore. The thing is, I've been sick. I mean, very sick. So people probably are like, oh my God, what's going on with him? Is he dying? Peter Gabriel, as we were talking about before, founding member of Genesis, attended a farewell concert and reflected on Collins's condition, saying that Phil wasn't in as great a shape as he used to be, but he did a great job.
Hmm.
So even though Peter Gabriel did not perform, he described attending as a rite of passage, explaining I'd be a part of the creation of Genesis, so I wanted to be there at the end. So you probably don't know this story. So earlier this year, am I frozen?
No.
Well,
No, you're
let me
kinda
update here.
glitching a little
Oh,
bit.
I'm completely frozen on my
Oh.
end. So again, what? There we go. Huge Phil Collins fan. My dad says to
Mhm.
me earlier in the year, "Hey,
Yeah.
do you want to go to a Genesis tribute concert?" And I said, "Yeah, of course I
Oh.
do." I get there. I didn't know about 70s Genesis, okay? Late 60s, early 70s Genesis. I had no idea.
Mhm.
It was horrible. I hated every second of it. And so now every
Mm.
time I hear about Genesis, I'm like, "Oh gosh, horrible days."
Mm.
Anyways, so hold on, let's say here, Collins retired from live performances in 2022 due to physical limitations, having previously been revealed that he could barely hold a drumstick because of nerve damage. And in 2021, in a tour that they were on, his 24-year-old son, Nick, stepped in as a drummer, supporting his father on
Oh.
stage.
Mhm.
So it's crazy. I can't imagine doing something you love. Like we talked about this when we talked Billy Joel here. Like how
Yeah.
frustrating it must be to spend your whole life performing and doing something that you absolutely love to being stopped dead in your tracks
Mhm.
by a condition that doesn't allow you to do it anymore. Like with Billy Joel,
Yeah.
it's a brain condition that's going on. For Phil, like he can't even hold a drumstick. Like he's played drums his whole life. No,
Yeah.
Elena, I
That's
didn't know you didn't know about Gabriel. No, like I knew Peter Gabriel's solo stuff. I didn't know about his Genesis stuff. It was weird. I did not enjoy it.
mm.
Um, anyways, yeah, there's a
Yeah.
lot of comments here that I've missed because I've been really into this topic. But yeah, just I my my thoughts, my prayers are with Phil Collins. I hope he gets better. I do not want to hear tomorrow when I wake up that Phil Collins has passed away. I cannot handle that kind of news right now.
Yeah, we've lost too many of the
Yeah,
greats.
too many. Phil
Yeah.
is seriously one of my favorites. Like,
Mhm.
this is why I always bash Ron's top 5, but, like, I can't do a Phil Collins top 5 or a Queen top 5 or a Tom Petty top 5 because these
Mm.
are people that I love. And you know what? When Tom Petty died, heartbroken.
Yeah.
Like, Freddie Mercury died when I was a small child. I still am sad about it in my late 30s. It's like so there's just a few people in music who I really connect with that, when they go, I'm so sad about it. So Phil, don't do it to me. I can't handle this.
Strange the relationships that we build. I
Totally.
mean, not
I
yeah. I mean,
I
not
know
actual
these
relationships, even though we do.
exactly. I can see how
Yeah.
stalkers are created. The
Oh,
stalkers of
come on.
celebrities when they're like they think they have a connection, especially with music. Music does something to you emotionally
Mhm.
that
Yeah.
I would say acting doesn't do. Like music, you have such a connection with that person.
Mhm.
But anyways, so speaking of music, Let's hear Ron's top 5. If it's
Oh.
about music today, it better be the right top 5, Ron. Let's put it that way. Look who it is.
We have
Howdy.
the bus geared up. The bus
It
is
is
ready.
music. It is music.
I figured.
But I stayed away from Phil Collins because I didn't want you to walk off the show.
Like, I'm done here. Turn off my set.
So I decided to do Foreigner.
Oh.
And you're
Ooh, I like
still not
Foreigner.
going to be happy with this top 5.
No, probably not, but that's okay.
You're not going to be happy. That I can guarantee.
We'll
Look,
see who else
Foreigner
is
has some
unhappy.
great music. And recently, I guess they have a brand new lead singer for what's
They do. Yeah.
left of the
Oh.
band that is. It's not really Foreigner. It's a cover band.
My dad actually won tickets to Foreigner concert last summer through a radio station, and he chose not to go because he said there's like almost
There's
no
nobody left.
original.
Mm.
There's no one left.
Mhm.
Like it's pointless. It's pointless. And we lost. See, we lost Becky.
Oh, we did.
Now the
Jeez.
graphics don't work.
Yeah.
All right, here she's back. Let me see if I can get her back in.
I don't
now
know
we
what
have
happened.
we have to do a shuffle.
It's all good.
All right, so Foreigner, new singer, the whole bit.
Mhm.
So I decided to do Foreigner. I miss Lou Gramm, of course.
Mhm.
He is the voice of Foreigner as far as I'm concerned.
Mm-hmm.
Foreigner was such a cool band.
I love his voice. So they have a lot of great songs. So songs that didn't even make an honorable mention was Blue Morning, Blue Day. Urgent. That
What?
was yesterday. Yes,
Sorry,
Urgent
Urgent
did
didn't
not
make
make.
an honorable mention or your top 5?
No, it did not.
That's an urgent emergency, if you ask me.
It's a great song. I love it. Say You
Clearly
Will.
not.
Love that song. Didn't make it. There's some other
But
songs that
Say You
were
Will did it?
probably.
I'm mad
No.
at this list already.
I knew you were going to be upset, but if it was a Phil Collins list and you were upset,
Yeah, I would have burned some houses to the ground here, but
probably.
I don't know. I'm still offended so far. We'll see. Go
Yeah.
on.
Well, then there's also some songs that were like B sides of their hits, like Break It Up, Heart Turns to Stone, Reaction to Action. A lot of great songs. But my honorable mentions.
Mhm.
Here's the honorable mentions. And these did not make the top 5. Just want to be clear on that. Did not make it. Okay.
Okay.
Long, Long Way from Home. Love that song. Matter of fact, I was singing it all day yesterday because I had this stuck in my head. Double Vision. Only an honorable mention.
What?
Oh.
That might be my favorite.
Hence the name of the show
That
today.
might be my number 1.
And as a side
Oh.
note, Double Vision as the title is the second Foreigner song that we used as a title of the show.
Oh.
Ooh.
Which brings me to the next honorable mention, Cold as Ice, which was the other title, is only an honorable mention. And I love that song so much.
I am confused already by this list. You have like 4 of my top 5 in your list here.
Yes, I knew that would happen. Glad I could
Gonna be the
disappoint.
obscure ones.
So I have Dirty
Glad I
White
could
Boy
disappoint.
as one of my
Yeah, great
honorable
song.
mentions. I absolutely love that song. I play it often, actually. It has no relevance to me. Just want to be clear. But my bubble song, Waiting for a Girl Like You, which it spent like 10 weeks at number 2, never hit number 1.
Oh.
Never hit
Really?
Huh.
It's such a good song.
It is. It's a great song.
There must have been some really good songs at that point in time.
Yeah, so that's the bubble song, right? So all of these are going to be better than that. Number 5, and
okay, Lena, why haven't you
Lou
Okay,
or
can you hear
bust?
me? Why
Yes,
isn't
I love
Lena-
Lou Gramm. I love his solo stuff too that he had.
Maybe
Midnight Blue, one
Lena
of my
is,
favorite songs.
Yeah, maybe she's so angry she can't type right now.
She might not. She's waiting.
She's like,
She's waiting
I'm
to
speechless.
pounce. All right, so number
Okay,
5,
we'll
and you're gonna
see.
hate this, Becky. Number 5, I want to know what love is.
Oh.
I want to know what love
Mhm.
is. Yeah, it's a good song. I don't think it's number
Okay,
one, but it's a great song.
see, so I did something right.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. No
I'm okay with
bus
that.
yet.
All right, number 4, I have feels like the first time,
Hmm.
and that
Oh,
was
great song.
my very first Foreigner song that I heard, and I loved it.
Leno says, "Why haven't I what? You dropped off. Why haven't you pounced on this list? Some of the ones
Oh,
that
yeah.
are
Oh,
I see,
taking
taking
work
work calls. Some of the ones that didn't make the top 5, I'm angry about."
Yeah, well, I think these are better than those. So feels like the first
Okay.
time
Feels like
was my
the first
first
time is a great
Foreigner
song.
song that I ever heard, and I loved it, and it made me a huge fan of this band.
Hmm.
And I have that at number 4.
Hmm.
Number 3,
Okay.
I have
I'm all right with
Head
that.
Games,
Oh.
and I think that song is
Yeah,
so
okay.
great. I love that song. It's another.
Mhm.
I still play all this music today. You know,
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
play all of it.
I could see that.
Number 2, Hot Blooded. That song, especially the
Yeah, it's a great
live
song.
version. Oh
Mhm.
my god, that song is awesome live.
So
Awesome.
fun fact about Hot Blooded. So Tim Ferriss, if anybody knows Tim Ferriss fans, Tim Ferriss did a project where he learned a whole bunch of different things, and one of the things that he did was learned how to play drums, and then got to go play on stage with Foreigner and played Hot Blooded.
Whoa.
So he played the drums for
Oh,
Hot
that
Blooded.
is so great.
Yeah.
That's
Super,
That's
awesome.
cool.
super cool.
That's like bucket list territory, right?
Oh, so much.
Totally.
So much. Yeah. I would kill to go play one song with one of my favorite bands.
Turn Me Loose is by Loverboy, Lena.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
But that's a
A
great
Canadian
song.
classic.
Oh, it's a great song. Love that. That might be my favorite song by them. And I did
I've seen Loverboy in concert.
Loverboy
They were
top
awesome.
5. I don't know
Yes, you
when. It
did.
was like in sometime in the past year, but I think it was this year. But we've done so many shows, I
think so
can't
too.
remember when. So that leaves number 1, and I don't think anybody is going to disagree with this. Although a lot of websites had "I Want to Know What Love Is" as number 1. If it wasn't number 1, it was number 2, and then the other would be this song, and that is Jukebox Hero. Just the story
there's something so awesome
in the
about
song and the music. And again, it's another one of those
Mhm.
great live songs. It's one of those songs that I used to play when I was younger, driving, and we lost Becky again. She's so upset. She couldn't deal with Jukebox Hero being number 1.
Yeah.
And so I just thought you were upset and you couldn't deal with that song being number 1.
Not at all. It just keeps freezing. I don't know what's happening here today. And
Yeah,
the
you're having
internet in Alberta.
a tough day with the internet, I think. So,
Well, and what she's probably really mad about is that we don't have a way that I know of anyway that we can throw eggs, virtually, so she can egg you on your
Listen, I'm
screen.
gonna go onto Uber Eats. I'm gonna
Can
order
you
some
imagine
eggs.
if we could do that? I think that would be fantastic. If somebody can make some sort of a graphic for that, that I could add, and you can press it, and then
hit
eggs thrown.
Ooh, maybe as a they can buy eggs on
Oh yeah, that would be great.
So that's so they
if
can throw eggs.
somebody can make that graphic, an egg being thrown and splat, we could possibly do that. It could cost like $1 on Twitch.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So if you want to throw an egg at Ron, you can just clink.
Yeah. $1, one egg.
$1. I'll take that. I'll even take a real egg for $1, So that's the list. Jukebox Hero was number 1. Look, they have so many great songs. I mean, I can't even put enough of them in honorable mentions. and we're just talking about their hits. Like a lot of their songs off the albums are really good, and I could listen to Foreign all day. I could.
I'm looking at their list here, and like you're right, I probably couldn't put it into a top 5. I definitely say Double Vision is in there. Jukebox Hero. I mean, there's something about Jukebox Hero. It reminds me of like Boston's music. It's like a story of like how they got here, and I love it. And it just builds.
Yeah, yeah, and that's what part of that that song has created through all this time. It's that story, and everybody relates it to, you know, like how Foreigner was created, you know, and it's pretty interesting because when you think of a lot of those bands that you know the history so well, they all kind of fit into this song. You know, you can go back and you can think of certain bands in your time that, oh yeah, this is like a classic story, and it's almost like you know, like a Bon Jovi kind of thing, or, you know, Journey. All these bands, they have this mystique because people recognize their singer, and it's like, oh wow, they came up from nothing, and, you know, and now they're a big rock star, you know, and that's the story. It's just a great story, and they tell it so well in that song. They really do.
Yeah, they do.
So,
okay, well, I don't hate your list so much, mostly because I just love them too. It's hard to quantify a top 5 for them. I'm okay with your list.
Yeah.
I will keep my eggs to myself today.
Yeah, I gotta look into that egg throwing.
Eggs or tomatoes or pie. Any of them will do.
Oh, yeah, tomatoes.
Yeah, I don't like tomatoes though.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and maybe that's what everybody wants. Ron doesn't like tomatoes. We are definitely throwing those.
Yeah. You know, maybe I don't know if I'd want to do this. You know, I like all these Twitch gamers. They have all these kind of things. You eat peppers and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Somebody want to donate $1, and then I have to take a bite out of a tomato. Oh, just thinking about it is just gross.
I'll gladly eat a tomato for $1.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a pepper, I'm not one of those people.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for popping on the show, Ron, for your top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're almost done. So I made the graphic for the rest of the way. So
yeah,
nice. Okay.
Lena commented a couple of comments there.
I need to be killed as a DJ, inexcusable. No death for you, but maybe just some coffee this morning.
Yeah. Coffee is needed.
Do you have my mug?
That's essential.
I do not have it. I've got water this morning, but it's okay.
Ooh, I don't know how you can. I mean, I like to have a little extra coffee left over in my thermos so that I can have coffee while I make coffee.
Interesting. I don't drink it. I don't know. It doesn't do it for me. I don't get any caffeine hit off of it. I don't enjoy the flavor. It tastes like dirt. Unless it's a fancy iced one from Tim Hortons, then I'm all about it.
Oh, those are what I refer to as desserts.
Yes, exactly.
I love dessert, but
I love a dessert. I don't need a coffee though.
Coffee is black. Yeah.
Oh, nasty. Yeah. Tastes like dirt. Don't like it. All right. So be with us here on Saturday as Ira and Lena will be here. They always have a great show, amazing chemistry. Of course, follow us on all of our socials, and we will see everybody. I guess next week. All 3 of us will be back next week.
Yeah, we'll be back.
I got Sunday with Kenny, a short show.
Oh, right. I always forget about Sundays now. Sundays with Kenny, my angel. And then we'll be back next week also.
Yeah, I think you're coming back with Chuck on Monday.
We'll have to talk about that. We'll have to talk about that.
Well, I guess it's Ron coming back with Chuck on Monday.
Well, okay, so it's a long weekend here in Canada, and I'm camping, and I probably won't have reception.
I
just remembered that. My bad.
It's always a long weekend there.
Oh,
They
it's
have too
like
many holidays.
totally. In the summer, there's a lot for sure.
Wow. Okay. So, all right. So I'll be back on Monday also with Chuck.
You're the
Sorry.
man.
Kyle,
That's
are you available on Mondays?
I'm not. Yeah, Mondays are I
I
have a
would love to put
mastermind.
you with Chuck to see what happens.
Yeah,
Totally.
I have a
It'd be a good one.
mastermind that I go to every Monday morning, and it's from 7 to 8 my time. So yeah, well, 8:30 usually, but
Yeah.
yeah. So not
Okay.
around. Sorry.
So stick around see what happens next week. That's all.
Yeah, we'll see what happens on Monday.
Yeah.
Okay,
Bye,
bye
everybody.
everybody. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy the sun if you've got it today.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.